Hey guys, it's postboxpat and welcome back to another video on how to win every single time in FORTNITE Battle Royale in Season 3. So this is the first one I'm doing in the new Season 3 update. Obviously it's going to be completely different because the meta has changed completely with the new settings and stuff and the way the game is played. And this gameplay is actually quite an interesting gameplay. There's a lot of situations here where you guys will be able to learn some amazing tips and tricks from. The dive itself is pretty useless, like it's hardly anything at all because I wasn't actually on my Xbox at the time of the dive. But sometimes these situations happen, I come back and I'm like, oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? So I'm like, okay, we'll go to retail. So I dive in like this and I'm like, I just let my character dive. I'm not even controlling it really. I'm kind of like drinking my drink or something. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something at the time as I was like diving in. And here at this situation now, I think I just leave my controller and go out of the room and it just naturally dives in. I'm like, what am I doing? And then the controller glitches out and I land here. That's because I left my controller. So I'm like, oh, I would have speed up the gameplay a little bit because there isn't really too much going on. I saw a few people land here when I got back and I was like, I don't know where people could be. And I actually run in here and hear footsteps and I'm like, oh quick, let's get out of here. So I get out of there and move to the next house. As I'm in here now, obviously there weren't any weapons in there for me to rush that guy. I grab a few weapons and I managed to get a decent amount of stuff. Got some smoke grenades and stuff and some other stuff which will come in handy hopefully later on, and then there's some decent stuff around here. So I build up to here and I don't see anything, but I hear shots from outside. So I go, you know, we'll rush out here and we'll take on this guy. So we go out here, we shoot some shotgun shots at him, and he's actually starts shooting at someone else rather than me. So unless he's just completely shooting in the air. So I kind of bail it and I'm like, alright, we'll bail from that. Let's see if we can get a good position to try and get some better angles. As I go up the stairs, I obviously realise that the building has a few holes in, and I know what type of building it is. You can actually shoot through these holes if you get the right angle. So I go back here and I'm thinking, what's he doing there? Alright, let's switch to my AR and try and get a few shots off at him. There we are, he's completely standing still. He doesn't build fast enough. 3 shots in my AR and doom. He is doomed. So, boom, he is doomed. Alright, so that was nicely done, and we're in a good position now, ready to speed up the gameplay. This is just standard looting that everybody does. I know that no one else is around here. I was a little bit cautious because he was shooting at something else, but I think he may have been shooting either at someone in the distance or his thing was spazzing out. Now I was just messing around with my sensitivity a little bit, and I kind of just thought I do need to increase my sensitivity a little bit due to it like feels like a lot slower now since the new settings and stuff. But I've decided I'll just keep it the same for this video, and I will start working on increasing it in the future. So I'm in here now, just getting my potion up, got a little bit of health. I'm still running quite low on health, and I'm in a good position to kind of push this way, mining these resources here, grabbing a few things there and then. Really fast gameplay, just speeding it up. There's not really much point in me showing looting retail row. Most of you probably already know how to loot retail row if no one's here. This is actually a cool little loot here. I go in here and just build a little square up so I can get that chest up there. Not much in it though, just another shield potion and a nice little few things there and then, but I'm kind of in a position where there's no one really here. There's a few places that have been looted but no one's here because I can't hear any shots. I don't see anyone. I just kind of just wander around, just get everything, and the storm starts to chase me down. So I'm like, all right, we get out of here quick. We build up nicely up to the house. We go for a little run. We run nicely this way and then we get into the action. Now from here on we actually see quite a lot of changes within the gameplay. We're actually quite deep into the game with only 26 people left, and to be honest that's how long you can actually, well, if you go to a location that isn't Tilted Towers or a popular location like Pleasant Park, which is currently popular if you're watching this video on the few weeks it's been out due to the challenges being set in Pleasant Park. But if you're watching this in the future, Pleasant Park will probably not be a super populated area, but Tilted Towers is always popular. If you go in somewhere like Tilted Towers, you're probably going to have a little bit of kind of a big huge fight at the start and then it'll die off, whereas if you go somewhere further out like Retail Row or somewhere like that isn't super populated, you'll have a little fight at the start maybe, and then you'll have the rest of the place for yourself if you manage to win it, just like I did. So we had the place for ourselves, and now we're in a position where the circle's quite big but there's only 24 people left, and I see a fight going on ahead of me at Northwest. I can also hear shots coming from over there, so I kind of push in towards it and I'm thinking they don't see me yet, I don't know if anyone's around me, so I just kind of run straight towards. I don't really check my angles around. I'm kind of risking it. Really I could have been sniped running straight like this, which is quite risky, but I thought, you know what, we'll just risk it in this situation. So I go up here and I shoot my AR at this guy. I know that my AR is it's not very accurate. My AR shooting recently has been quite bad, but it's been quite good before this. So I kind of decide, oh, I've got no chance of beating that guy. He's built and everything. So let's throw some grenades and see if we can get some nice grenade hits. Unfortunately, the grenades get unlucky. So we build up a little bit, build a nice little push here. And then I think he's moved. So he's coming around the back of me. I see him come around the back of me. I knew that was going to happen because I knew that he moved. And I switched to my shotgun and took him out pretty easily. Now, as I managed to loot him up, attempt to loot him up, I get shot again from another angle waiting for the fight to be over. And this guy was actually waiting. So again, I get my AR, I build a nice quick thing. And he absolutely pings me really hard. He must have had a scar or something because he absolutely melted me there. So what I do, I use these smoke bombs to defend myself, and as I But as you saw, I threw some smoke bombs at him and threw some at me as well, so he couldn't actually find me. By doing that, I managed to escape the smoke bombs, jump out. It looked like he teleported, but really I jumped out. Then I go behind him here and I get some nice shotgun shots off of him and finish him off. Again, he possibly could have finished me off if he got a headshot on me there, but he didn't expect me to do that. With a nice little bit of smoke bombs, I managed to swiftly do that with a little bit of smoke bomb. That's a little tip you can do. Smoke bombs are actually quite useful to get yourself out of trouble, especially if you've just finished a fight. Smoke bombs can be really handy like that. They're not an easy thing that you can get hold of, but to be honest, I do like them. If I've got a spare slot in my inventory, I will always carry them with me just in case. But usually I don't have a spare slot. I would sooner take healing and an AR, shotgun and an explosive weapon over smoke bombs. But if there is a free space like that situation, then I would carry smoke bombs, and it's something I do advise carrying if you can. Grenades are always good to carry. Any of the grenades are really cool, really. Smoke bombs and grenades are definitely the top two. Boogie bombs are a little bit unreliable, and so is the impulse. They're a little bit unreliable. But if you've got free slots, why not carry the grenades rather than like a pistol or something? Because it's more fun sometimes if you get a little bit grenade use, and it can come in a little bit more handy at a distance fight rather than an up close fight or even escaping. So after them two little swift kills, we kind of push over this hill. I see where the circles ended and I'm like, all right, so there's 16 people left. We've done pretty well there at the start, and we just got to keep checking all our angles. Now you're going to learn some things here. That's something that you should take note of. When running and stuff, I like to heal in bushes and stuff to make sure no one's around. It's quite newbie, but it is useful. But that's not the thing I really want to focus on. As I run up to this hill here and I go this direction, I know that there's probably going to be most people this direction, well, in this direction, or coming from the same direction as me, due to the circle being in quite a weird spot, mainly almost over Anarchy. So most people are going to be cutting in from either Tilted or where I'm cutting in from, or maybe more to my right if they went to Martyr Town, that sort of side. So I'm kind of coming in at the middle where most people would be. And as I push in slowly, I build up using my stairs like always. I build up to here. If you're wondering how I use them stairs, I do have a video on that on my channel. How to build guide is there on my channel homepage. I would recommend checking it out because it tells you guys exactly why I use them stairs. But as I push in slowly into this position, I see someone building on Loot Lake, and I'm like, I can take him out. However, there are people around me as well closing down me that I don't know of. So I do always recommend checking all your angles, but sometimes checking behind you and stuff when you're trying to follow someone can be quite a risky situation. I start spraying the scar, knowing that other people are going to hear this gunfight from around, so I know that is a possibility that other people are going to be coming to me, so I'm keeping moving, making sure nothing's going on really. I keep moving, try and get some good positions, and just kind of take cover as I move as well to approach this guy. And then suddenly I know I can hear stuff. Well, I have a weird feeling that someone is behind me. I lose that guy unfortunately, and I know he's going to go above, and I'm like, oh, I knew someone was behind me. I had a weird feeling there was, and there he was trying to snipe me. So I spin around, take him out. It looks like he might have been hiding in that bush or something, so we spin around and take him out. I just knew after I started a gunfight other people would come to me. That's something you have to kind of consider every single time, especially on solo. If you were to start a gunfight or in a 1v1, you have to consider that someone's going to sneak up behind you, someone's going to be trying to get in there, come in from a different angle, or even stealth it in there by hiding, which is quite a clever tactic, but a lot of people do it. It's very sneaky, and it is something you have to be aware of all the time. So I'm in a good position now to kind of keep on pushing forward and get that little, kind of get a sneaky win. I know I've got 4 kills, I've got a rocket, I've got a grenade launcher, I've got a golden scar. I'm in a good position, but knowing that this guy that I started shooting at actually got away was kind of annoying. So I go and have a little investigate where he might have been. I build up to here, and I'm like kind of in a position now where he's got to be around here. I know he has to be somewhere, and I see action by the tent. Snipers and shotgun shots going off everywhere. I switch to my rocket and I take out this guy swiftly, making sure he gets eliminated nice and easily. With the rebound from the tent, that did a good chunk of damage, and the rebound on the floor, I knew it was an easy kill to get, and I managed to get it nice and swiftly. So I grabbed this medkit up behind this tree. The reason I do cut into the tree like this is just in case someone is sniping from distance. I've got a good position surrounded right around me. Again, I could have easily been sniped, but building a 1x1 where you heard a lot of sniper shots come from other angles is probably not the best thing to do in that situation, due to people being able to just mow it down as you're healing up, and then you're a little bit stuck in a 1x1 building. But the position I healed in was quite nice. Now I hear more footsteps and stuff going on around here. I see the guy, he builds up, he runs up the ramp, didn't build up to me. I get a nice 2 rockets off and get the same kill again. A little 1x1 with rocket, always having that 1 advantage height can be very useful in a 1v1 situation, especially if you have a rocket and you can shoot down at people and your ramp is facing towards them. It's a very useful tactic to do, and I would recommend it. So I'm in a good position now to heal up. And as I grab these potions, I think, you know, we can get these down quick. Let's build a little wall here. Hopefully no one sees it. Heal up quickly in here, and then we'll build a little like door out of here. Nice little position. Nicely done. Build a little door. There we are. Out of here quickly. Easily done. So pick up my shotgun again, and now we're in a pretty good position. Get some more mini potions. So I think there's an enemy to my northeast. I'm just kind of investigating, making sure no one is around. I'm considering picking up that potion and stuff, checking all the angles and jumping around, keeping moving. Now this is very good to kind of keep an eye out for stuff. However, it can be quite risky knowing where people are coming from. They can easily see you and they know where I am. But doing this, I knew that people probably would have already spotted me by running around, so I think we'll set up some traps around here as well. We won't build the base too much on the back, but we'll just kind of set up a few traps and build a little wall here just in case someone comes through there. So now we're in a decent position, thinking that there's probably going to be people at my ramp at southeast and maybe some people at the modern house in Loot Lake. So I decided to build up nicely here, get an angle facing that way, expecting that maybe no one's going to be in that modern house over there, and if they are, they're probably not going to be trying to shoot me from this angle. So I see people down at southeast at the ramp I built. I suppress with the scar. I get quite a bit of damage, at least 120 on that guy, and this fight is probably one of the longest fights I've ever had mid-game in Fortnite. Obviously there's only 5 people left, and I've managed to kind of like survive a while. I suppress some grenades in, and I suppress so much explosive stuff at this guy, but he just does really well to conquer it all. He manages to somehow get a little bit higher. I take down the entire structure. Unfortunately, none of my scar shots hit, so then I hold down the trigger on my scar so it goes automatic. If you didn't know, you can actually make the scar automatic. Many people have actually didn't realize that, and I may sound stupid saying that, but I've said it so many times in squads with people online saying, you know, you can hold down the trigger for the scar, and it's something I wouldn't recommend doing only to destroy structures. Other than that, I would just tap fire the scar like always. Same with the M16, always tap fire them, it's more accurate. But if you guys want to destroy structures very quickly, you can actually hold down the scar M16 to make it automatic. Unfortunately, the free burst, I wouldn't recommend doing that because sometimes it might not shoot. So yeah, you have to fire that one, but it is awesome, and I get absolute pinged here. So at this situation now, I shouldn't have really pushed. I'm kind of just like, oh Pat, we've got to build quick. So I use my backwards stair tactic, little secret feature that I always use to defend, and it builds up a few different layers in front of me, so he has to shoot through a bunch of layers. Metal probably wasn't the best for this situation. I probably should have gone with wood, but I managed to heal up pretty well. And again, I drop down here and get suppressed at madly by this guy. He really won't stop suppressing at me, and he really wants to kill me. He probably knows that I'm quite worried with my health and stuff, and in this situation I really was worried with my health. I kind of got in a position where I need to heal up fast. I managed to get a few metals down that stone one there. I think there may be one in front of it, or there was one in front of it. Get a nice position, and there we are. We can build over here and get inside my base again. And inside of here, I know that I'm safe because I've got traps and I've got a medikit, and I managed to place a wall on, so ceiling on. So I'm in a pretty good position now to heal up. I know there was a potion through here as well before that I left in here because I built my base around here, which will get my health back up to 200. So a good position to be in this right now, being able to get that health fully maxed out again, easily done, knowing that guy is probably going to be maxed out as well. He's probably healed himself up maybe with a chug jug or using his healing items, but I did do a lot of damage on him. So with the storm got 4 seconds left on it, I kind of have to build up just to get out of here. I know he's somewhere over there, and I check around just in case he did make a run for it, and I jump out this left hand side. Now again, I think to myself, we can make a little run for it as well. We just got to watch that right hand side because that's where that guy's coming from, and make sure he doesn't get a swift kill on me. He could have easily suppressed at me at this situation now, so that's why I keep jumping and running just in case he does start. I know he's somewhere there to my southeast, or potentially he could be behind me. I hear a few things going on, so I'm like, you know, let's build a little one just in case, see if we can spot him. I don't seem to see him at the moment, so I think to myself, you know, he may have gone more east, maybe. I don't know, maybe he might have. So I kind of think, oh, let's just keep building and running. And there he is. I see him building. I'm like, uh-oh, this is it now, Pat. We've got to be careful. So I just keep building loads of wood everywhere, just so he can't get some nice shots at me, because we don't want him to take too much damage off me. So then he goes running that way. So I switch to my grenade launcher, fire a few grenades in, but knowing that he can just kind of build, he decided to go backwards with his building though, which wasn't too bad. So now he's almost in the storm. He's running there, and the storm just catches me up. So I kind of push in with the storm and get behind this tree. Now in this position now, I'm kind of in a really good position to think, should I push this guy or should I not? There are 3 people left on the map. One of them is me, and one of them is him, and the other one is an enemy. I do not know where he is yet. So this guy here is kind of fighting me off, so I kind of fire a few grenades in him, expecting the other person to come over as well, because he'll be able to hear the combat. And possibly if you're the person that's out of combat, you don't really want to engage. You want to let them fight out and then kill off the winner. That's something I always do. Sorry about that, I got a little bit stuck on my words, but something I always do is wait wait until the end to get that final kill, as you'll see in a minute. So I build a nice little push up here, and he's actually nowhere to be seen. He's actually gone back over the hill. So I'm kind of thinking, is there someone in that tower over there? Is there someone in the barns? And then I see rockets going towards here, and I'm like, this is it, Pat. We are in a lucky situation. We're now 3 people left with a fight going down between them 2. That guy's going to be like, the other guy in the barn over there doesn't have a clue I'm over here. Obviously he does, the other guy, but obviously they can't communicate, so they know that I'm here. I'm in a good position. He tries building back towards me as he got suppressed out by the rockets. I switch to my Scar, get some nice little shots off, and boom. And knowing that the other guy probably won't be able to hear my Scar too much, it'll just be quite quiet for him, especially with him suppressing rockets. He probably wouldn't have been able to hear my Scar too well. And I know that he's in that barn there at northeast. Now we're in a one-on-one situation where we can get a swift win from here now, with max health and everything, camping it out behind this tree. We know that he's over there, and he's actually got to move more than me. I check my mini-map and think to myself, look where the barn is, Pat, and look where I am. He's going to have to move before me. So I stay where I am and don't give away my position. He doesn't know where I am. He was actually shooting rockets back at where he was, thinking he wasn't actually dead. Now you can see him shooting rockets more to the right from his point of view, or the left of me towards that tower, thinking I'm in there. So what I do is I suppress at him, try and give him a little bit of pressure, knowing that I'm coming for him, and he's going to be like, uh-oh, incoming rocket, and he starts shooting rockets at me. Probably not the best idea to do. I do build a 2x2 up, knowing that it's probably going to get taken down by his rockets. However, if I shoot at him just in time and he doesn't build, I can get some nice little kills off just like that and win the game. So that's how I did it, and that's how I won every single time. Now from here, I went and won 4 games in the row. Some of them were really stealthy. 2 of them I only won with like 3 or 4 kills, and then the last game I got a pretty good gameplay with it, which was probably as good as this gameplay, so I'll probably show that in the future to you guys as well. So if you can get on a roll from these sort of tips and tricks, you will keep on that roll. It's very useful, and it's something I do recommend. Here's my little flapper dance to end the video. I love doing it to troll the people watching. There's my stats for this game. Quite a big distance traveled. My last how to win every time was very lucky. The circle ended on me, so I thought I'd show a different one this time, where I've got to run quite a big distance to get the win. Obviously running distance means less kills, so you guys probably are going to see a less kill gameplay, unfortunately. But if you want me to go on a circle gameplay, you're probably going to see more kills than this. So it depends on the situation and where you've got to run to and where the circle's ending. It will reflect how many kills you actually get. But yeah, nice easy win there. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are new around here, stick here for some awesome content. Make sure you do subscribe and stay tuned, because I bring out Fortnite videos every single day relating all different topics and stuff, keeping you guys up to date with the latest news and tips and tricks. So if you have enjoyed, do stick around for the future. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.